Yes, people, you know the face, you know the name. Aaron here, back again with another video. Shout out to everybody tuning in. I appreciate the love, the support, every single one of you. You know what to do, people. If you want to support this channel, the best way to do that, well, let me bring the mic closer to me. The best way to do that is to like, share, comment, subscribe, and just get involved, man. If you haven't already, it's road to 14K. Like I said, we're nearly there. And I appreciate every single one of you, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. And listen, a win for Man United. A win, a debut win for Ruben Amorim at Old Trafford. The best possible way, man, to start your career as a Manchester United manager is to start with a win at Old Trafford, of course. So I'm happy, man. Happy with the win. This brings Man United up to 12th place in the Europa League, if I'm not wrong. Second win, after a very, very shaky start with like 3 draws, if I'm not wrong. So, yeah, man, it was good to get this win, bro. It was good to get this win. And, yeah, bro, the games are coming thick and fast, so we move forward. And, yeah, man, listen, happy with the win, happy with the win. To kind of dissect this game a little bit, I think this, well, I don't know if it's going to be a habit, but it seems to be a habit in the second game in a row now. For the second game in a row, we started the game off in perfect fashion. Started the game off in perfect fashion. And by the way, the lineup was kind of tweaked today. It was a bit different. We started, of course, in a 3-4-3 system, which is our new system that we play with. We started with Onana in goal. We started with a back three of Mazraoui as the right centre-back, De Ligt as the one in the centre, and Licha was back in the starting lineup, Martinez as a left centre-back. We started with a midfield 4 with 2 wing-backs in Malacia, the left wing-back, and Anthony, the right wing-back. We started with Ugarte and Bruno Fernandes in the middle. And up front, we had 2 10s in Garnacho and Mason Mount. And up front, it was Rasmus Højlund. And like I said, we started the game off in perfect fashion. Rasmus Højlund with an amazing press, forces the goalkeeper into making a mistake. He couldn't sort out his feet. Rasmus Højlund forces the goalkeeper into making a mistake. He tries to pass the ball. Rasmus puts in a tackle, blocks the goalkeeper from making the pass. Garnacho was there for the follow-up, and with the no-look goal, by the way, I didn't know until I saw the picture. And yeah, it's a great goal. And what I'm really happy about was the press. And that would have been something that they worked on in training, and you can tell and you can see as well. You can definitely tell and you can definitely see that this has been worked on. So I was very, very pleased to see that. Very pleased to see that. So then we kind of fell back into old habits. The same way we let Ipswich come back into the game is the same way we let Bodø Glimt come back into the game. They grew in confidence. We let them have the ball. And listen, by all means, all respect to Bodø Glimt, because they are a really, really good footballing team. I remember watching the first match day of the Europa League, and Bodø Glimt played Porto at home. Listen, I'll tell you what, they were not bad at all. In certain phases and instances, they kind of played Porto off the park, and I swear they won against Porto. Let me just check that right now for you guys while I'm talking to you. Porto, yeah, they won 3-2. So by no means is this a bad footballing team, and in the table, they're 16th. So technically speaking, they're qualifying for those playoff spots. So, if they keep up the way they're playing, they could go far into this competition. I'm not even going to lie. So back to the game, we let them grow in confidence and we let them come back into the game. And it's very bittersweet and ironic because we're playing this new system 3-4-3. But the first goal that we concede is basically Mazraoui jumping out to go and press. But then we concede the goal on his side. By the way, that goal from, what's his name? Evian or Envian? Is it Envian or something like that? Evian. I don't want to chat no rubbish. Let me go look for his name. Yeah, Evian, that's his name. Evian, bro, what a finish. Top bins. What a strike, bro. Onana had no chance. Nobody was saving that, bro. Absolutely cleaned out that top left corner. So Then we can see the second one on transition. The ball over the top from the goalkeeper Berg was, from the captain Berg from Bodø Glimt was absolutely sublime, and that is where you probably saw the slight lack of fitness of Malacia, because he got absolutely cooked on that right hand side when it came to running and using speed, because was it Zinkernagel, the guy that scored the 2-1 for Bodø Glimt, he absolutely put the burners on, and Malacia had no chance. No chance. And that was a wake-up call, because we needed to be switched on. And at that moment, I even said, I was live on TikTok, and shout out to everybody who tuned in. I said, this is where we're going to see who switched on, who is going to have the mentality to, grab the game by the scruff of the neck and really say, yo, let me do something here. Let me decide something here. So as the game went on, I wished, and I was screaming at my TV, and I said, I hope we get a second one. I hope we get the equalizer before halftime, because that will get the lads some sort of calmness and confidence. And speaking of calmness, I really like the way we stayed calm and we did not panic, because usually in previous times under the previous manager, we would have panicked. We would have conceded a third one, maybe a fourth, but we kept it calm. We kept playing our game. We didn't try and overdo stuff. We didn't try and force stuff. We kept playing our game, and we stuck to the principles of Amarim, which led us to getting the equalizer, because Ugarte had done good work to win it back. Then we lost it again, but then Mazraoui done great work to win it back. Quick feet, quick thinking, lovely weighted cross into the box. And Højlund, I have to say, lovely touch with his left, and an even more lovely finish with his right foot, because to do that is kind of difficult. And he guided the ball into the back of the net. He didn't really try to hit it as hard as he could. No, he just guided it into the back of the net, which kind of shows his ability to finish. And his ability to finish has never been an issue for me, because he can finish. The kid can finish a football. Like, he can finish a chance. He can hit a football, he can finish a chance. So he's shown that today. So credit to Højlund for that, man. And then we went into halftime, came out, firing again. 50th minute, we score. Win the ball back again. Mason Mount with the lovely flick. And was it Ugarte who gave the assist? Ugarte for Højlund, who was in the box again. Right place, right time. Makes it 3-2. And my thing with Højlund is, and you guys know me, I've probably been the most critical about Højlund. Listen, as long as he stays in the box and he waits for the service, which he got today, and which he will get a lot in his 3-4-3 system, because after the game, ironically, he said that this reminds him of Atalanta. Listen, by all means, if you're going to stay in the box and wait for service, but also make yourself useful, by all means, stay in the box and play as many games as you like, because you're going to score goals. But what I didn't like was the fact that he kept trying to wrestle defenders. He kept looking for that contact, whereas if you're really intelligent, bro, you're trying to avoid the contact. You're trying to move about so that you confuse defenders. Do you know what I'm saying? So I really liked Højlund today. I won't lie. I liked Højlund today, and I liked the finish, especially the first one in the first half. And listen, as long as he keeps doing that, bro, you will get you will get fed, and you will get the service from your teammates if they're not selfish and if they're making the right decision, because that brings me to my next point. Apart from the defensive shape, and like I said, in this system, players will either sink or swim. They will either live or perish. It's as simple as that. And I think in those two number 10 positions, we need to improve the quality ASAP. I don't know if we're gonna do any business in the winter transfer window, but if it's not, it's gonna have to be the summer transfer window. But God knows we need to improve the quality in those number 10 positions, because as much as Garnacho was lively today, as much as he got the goal today, as much as Mason Mount was okay today, and he got the flick for Ugarte to then give the assist for the 3-2, as much as Rashford came on and he looked lively and he had that one chance with the ball over the top, we desperately need to improve the quality in that number 10 position. Desperately need to improve it, because it's not good enough. The decision making sometimes, again, not good enough. Garnacho, countless times where he made the wrong decision. Sometimes he made the right decision, but countless times where he made the wrong decision. And like Amarim said, he's not going to spend his time teaching and coaching decision making. You should have that already playing for this club. So, bro, today it could have been 4-2, 5-2. Maybe should have been 4-2-5-2. But because of our poor decision making and our poor finishing, it's not been good enough. Do you know what I mean? We didn't score those goals today. The Rashford chance that I literally talked about a few seconds ago, if the quality is better, he scores that. You know, because he's so desperate to just snatch and knuckleball everything and just hit everything as hard as he can. He's not really looking where to put it, because, bro, in that position where Rashford was, really and truly, you can pick a corner. You could really pick a corner, but really and truly, if you're there in the angle that Rashford was at, you're trying to go for the front post, and you're trying to place it rather than just snatch at it and just lash at it and lace it. Do you get where I'm coming from? So again, it's little things like that decision making that, you know, make or break a player. And I believe in those two number 10 positions, and I think Mason Mount was kind of average as well today. I know he just came back from an injury and he needs more game time, and I know Ruben said that he's got two positions for him, and I'm yet to see what that second position is. We need to improve in those number 10 positions, because there's only so long that we can play Ahmad as a right wing back, because I still believe he should be playing further up. Ugarte deserves honourable mentions today. He was very solid, won the ball back a lot today. Bruno Fernandes, I thought he was decent today, because listen, I've always said, as long as you restrict Bruno Fernandes and you prevent him from doing these silly things that he always used to do, the long ball forward, the Hollywood pass, being desperate to... No, bro, as long as you restrict Bruno Fernandes, he's going to be decent. He's going to be a good player. And I think today, again, he was restricted. And I think Ruben Amorim told him to be that restrictive. Keep it simple. Play the simple pass. Connect with your teammates. They're there. Do you know what I mean? They're there to help. You always have 2 or 3 options next to you. Use them. Don't always go for the long ball. And I absolutely love the fact that he's realised it as well himself, which calms his game down. He looks a bit more calmer now, Bruno Fernandes. He doesn't lash at things. He doesn't try and go for the Hollywood pass straight away. No. Everything's calm now. We're operating in calmness. We're operating in peace. We're not operating in chaos anymore. That's done. That's finished. So I really like what Amorim's building. You can clearly tell and see what he's trying to build and what he's trying to do with this team. But again, in this system, players will either sink or swim. So unfortunately, by next season, by the start of next season, and by this point next year, a lot of the players that we see today won't be here anymore, man. They won't be here anymore. So yeah, I think I've said everything I had to say, man. Honourable mentions to Onana today as well, man. Onana today, oh my goodness. If it wasn't for him, bro, yeah, we would have conceded more. And I think I talked about Mazraoui already, but less than £15 million? What was it, 12, 13? Absolute steal that we got for this guy. This guy was sent from heaven. He is by far always our best player on the pitch. It was the case against Ipswich, and it was the case again. It was the case again tonight. Mazraoui, my man of the match, by the way. By far, he is our best player. He should be the first name on the team sheet, no matter what games we play. And speaking of games, they're coming thick and fast now. Do you know what I mean? We got Everton, then we got Arsenal, so it's not getting any easier. So I also praise Amorim for the substitutions. They were made at the right time, early enough, gave people rest, because, like I said, the games are coming thick and fast. So credit to Amorim, man, for managing this game properly, for not panicking, for being proactive, which is what we want in a manager, a proactive manager, not a reactive manager. So I'm happy, man. Do you know what I mean? I'm satisfied with the 3 points. We move Everton on Sunday, and yeah, people, you know what to do, man. If you want to support this channel, it's Road to 14K. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I shall see you very soon. Peace.